welcome to OneClass livestream. This is Chang, and today we're going to talk about some commonly asked math problems. So let's get started. Cool. So the first problem we have today is asking us what is the formula for the surface area of a cylinder. There are two main approaches you can do that. Usually you would just write down the formula of the surface area of a cylinder and you just use it. But in case that you don't remember what the surface area of a cylinder is, because there are a lot of formulas to remember or to memorize, you can just quickly derive it. I'm just going to walk you through the process of finding the formula for the surface area of a cylinder, so like next time you know how to solve similar problems. Alright, so let's get started. So first we have a cylinder right over here, and we know that the top of a cylinder is a circle. So let me just draw it in blue actually. And this would be the radius of the circle that's on the top of the cylinder. Then we also have the height of a cylinder. Let's just draw it in green. So this is the height of the cylinder. In order to find the surface area of a cylinder, you need both the surface area of a circle. So you need to know the formula for the area of a circle and the formula for the area of a rectangle. So let me just write down what the area of a circle is. I'll just do the area of a circle of C, because I don't want to write down circle more than once. Okay, so the area or the surface area or the area of the formula for the area of the circle is just pi r squared, where pi is the irrational number 3.1415 blah 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 blah, and r is just the radius of the circle. And this is the formula for the area of the circle. And you probably already know that the area for the formula for the area of a rectangle, so let's just do A of r, it's width times length. Now, immediately you could see that our area of a cylinder, so our area of say cylinder is equals to the area of this, is equals to 2 times the area of the circle plus area of the rectangle. You might not see the area of the rectangle right away. So you know what, so let me get a piece of paper. So say that we have a circle, or we have a cylinder like so on this piece of paper. So if you look at the camera, you can see this is kind of a cylinder. So say you have a cylinder right over here. You know that the top part of the cylinder is a circle and the bottom part of the cylinder is a circle, which is also shown on our screen by the circle right here above and the circle right below. And that's why we have two of the area of the circle, because the area or the surface area of the cylinder is this entire part in the middle here, plus the top circle plus the bottom circle. And that's how we find the surface area of the cylinder. So now you know that the surface area is 2 circles on the top and the bottom of the cylinder, and also the area of the side over here. So imagine the cylinder is actually imagine you're like wrapping the gifts that you're going to give to your friend for Christmas or for New Year. So how would you use the wrappers to wrap the present around? You would use a piece of rectangle paper to wrap around your present, and you have a circle at the bottom of the present and at the top of the present. So here is actually a cylinder that I have just briefly made using a piece of rectangular paper. So imagine that you're cutting through the cylinder on the side over here and you're opening it. That would be a rectangle. So yes, magic, right? So, but how do you know what is the area of this rectangle? Because you know the area of the circle would just be the area of this rectangle around the cylinder plus the area of the top circle and the area of the bottom circle of the cylinder. So how would you find the area of the rectangle wrapping around the circle? First you would know that the width of the rectangle or the height of the rectangle, depending on how tall the cylinder actually is, or in this case, it's our width. Our width is just the height of the cylinder, and our length is actually the circumference of our circle at the top. So if this cylinder is actually wrapped around in a gift wrapper, a piece of paper, or a piece of gift wrapper, and you're opening it slowly, you would notice that the length of the cylinder is the circumference of our top circle on the cylinder, and the width of this rectangle is our height of the cylinder. So yes, that's how we find the area of the cylinder. And we just need to know another formula for the circumference of the circle, which is 2 pi r. So now, let's just draw this in red over here so that it corresponds. And let me erase this black circle over here. Perfect. Nice. All right, so we know that the area of the surface area of the cylinder is equal to the area 2 times area of the circle, which is just 2 pi r squared, plus our area of the rectangle, which again it's just width times length, but our width over here is actually the surface or the circumference of the top circle or the circumference of the bottom circle. They have the same circumference. So we just need to do 2 pi r as our width of the rectangle, which is also the circumference of the circle, multiplied by our length of the rectangle, which is our height of the circle. So here we have the surface area of a circle, and we just need to simplify the expression a little bit. So we have 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi rh. And if you're factoring out the common factor, here we have a common factor 2 pi r. So if we factor the 2 pi r out, we have the area of the surface area of the cylinder is 2 pi r multiplied by r plus h. And this is our formula for the surface area of the circle. And let's use a highlighter just to highlight it. This is our final answer. Perfect. All right, now let's look at our sample solution over here on our left-hand side. Yes, they also derived the surface area, except it didn't give much of an explanation for the lateral surface area of the rectangle, or at least they didn't give as much explanation as we did, but that is completely fine. So let's just say the answer is correct. The answer is correct. Great job. Perfect. So this is our first problem right over here, finding the surface area of a cylinder.